Sorry to be late, everybody. It's been a hell of a day. A good day, but a hell of a day nonetheless. I got a last minute emergency audition that needed to be in right away, and not only did that mean I had to focus attention on it, but I had to move my lights and I had to move my camera because I didn't wasn't going to do it from sitting here. So, hi everybody. Um, Here we are on YouTube. Um, we're still adjusting to all kinds of stuff here. And oops, I just went off mic. It's good to see everybody here. Hi, Barbara Nilsson. Hi, Deborah Ewing. Deborah Ewing. Tammy Delphine, Carol Croning, Suze Wong. Hi. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when there's 8 people here. It's been a busy, busy, busy time. Hi, Mimi Pavnik. Hi, Henry Herzog. How are you, buddy? How's Susan? Hi, Maria. Um, this is an experiment. We'll also see how it looks and sounds. As I said, I'm committed to doing this like this probably for about 6 weeks. Today is my favorite songs to play. And of course, as is typical, as soon as I decided I was going to make the list, um, uh, I had a hard time remembering. Okay, so why is everybody freaking out, Marlon? I mean, well, is it because I was late or because people are because it wasn't every day? I get that, but I have to tell you how much I needed the day off yesterday, and I'm going to need the day off tomorrow. Um, I haven't been able to do laundry. I mean, in other words, because in the time that I'm not doing this, I'm doing a lot of prep for this. I have a number of projects. Yesterday, I did a 2.5 hour voice session on a new series, and it was great. It was my first in studio session in, really, since like late January or early February. Um, it's kind of weird. It's kind of intense. It's kind of great. But man, oh man, oh man, oh man. It was really nice to be. And of course, everybody masked up, heavy hand sanitizer, glass partitions with the receptionist, all the stuff necessary to keep basically people slobber from getting on each other. But it was pretty cool. I need to go. I just realized um, I should go over to YouTube and monitor this so I know what's going on. Um, what I'm appreciating is the fact that this is the grand experiment and it's not going to be a 1 week experiment. I mean, we're going to see this through. And at the end of it, I mean, I'm committed to doing this. I say at the very least, what the hell is going on here? At the very least the end of through the end of August. But to be honest, I'm going to give it September too. And so the contour is working out as such. Today is my favorite stuff. I have no idea what Saturday's going to be. That might be John Daly's set. That I might wait till next week on him. Monday of next week is Laurie Brown, and I think what I announced was John Daly next Wednesday. So I don't really know what this Saturday is going to be. I know that I've put up a thing about it. I'm going to see if I can find my dang little broadcast. Your channel. Hey, there I am. That's me. 31 people watching. Um, Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Nah, fuck privacy. No, I'm kidding around. Well, okay, so I'm seeing it all here. I'm seeing it all there. Who do we have today? I did an initial roll call. I'm going to do some more. Barbara Nilsson, Deb Ewing, Tammy Delphine, Carol Croning, Suze Wong, Henry and Susan Herzog, Mimi Pavnik. Hi, Maria Borges. Hi, Lee Redwine. Hi, Marlon Block. Hi, Bill Goodell. Hi, Joanne Brown, Marnie Barrett, Pat Fredrickson, Ross Jennings. Good to see you. I don't know who Tara Ducky is. Great name, though. Elkie Puckle. Good to see you. Pat Fredrickson. Who else? Janice Ditchfield, Dorian White, Glenn Bowers. Therapy done. Okay. Or is it? Oh, that's the. It says to me. It looks like it says therapy done, but it's the rapid one. It just depends on where you throw the space. Hi, Tom Briner. Hi, Mark Levant. Hi, Denise Lapointe. Hey, Joe Sierra. How are you? Hey, Sean Shipley. Hey, Carolyn Miller. John Timaeus. Bob Simcoe. Bonnie Beckman. We got almost everybody here. We got lots of people. We're up to 42 people. See, this isn't so bad so far, is it? Well, we'll find out. I shouldn't answer those questions for you. I decided that I was going to do just my favorites. And of course, typically, I can't remember what my favorites are. Oh, wait a minute. Saturday is Twitch. And I think that's a list I put together of covers you can pick from and other songs and that sort of thing. I have to have my consultation with Karen Allen so I can figure out exactly how to use it internally as opposed to going to it. In order to try to prevent the problems we had the other day with, my hands were wiggling around and looking all fuzzy. I'm only going to one platform, but I'm still using StreamYard at the moment. And I've got to learn a lot of other stuff. But man, oh man, have I been busy. Yesterday was really cool. Now, I will say what does happen, and it's going to happen today too, it is brutally hot in here. It is hot, hot, hot. It's pretty decent outside. In fact, what is it outside? I use What the Forecast. That is, I still like Therapy Done for the rapid one. I think that's actually pretty funny. Let me see. What does it say today about my neighborhood? See, it's only going up to 80. It's 78 right now. And actually what it says, it's a pretty nice day out. Don't fuck it up. But it's pretty close to 100 degrees in the house because my house retains heat in the summertime, retains cold in the wintertime. Somehow it got the whole equation backwards. So consequently, at the end of the day, all I can really do is just lay on my bed with the fan going and just go and groan and moan and like a big old baby. Hi, Jane Miller. Well, we haven't started any songs yet, Jane, so you haven't really missed anything except me, of course, doing, and what do we call it? Yammering. YT right now is at least 18 minutes, although it doesn't count that. I think I came on at 10 after, maybe even 15 after, because it was, I had some stuff that I had to do. Literally, I got a phone call at 3 o'clock. I need an audition from you today, and I'm not going to go, well, I'll get it to you maybe tomorrow. The way these things work is you stop and you do it immediately. Everybody's auditioning from home, and I can't say anything about this, and obviously the chances of it happening are slim. It just always is. But this one was an on-camera audition. So we shall see what we shall see. So Elke, who's your cousin? Yeah, YT on YT. I love that, Janice. Shipley, wash hands. Well, yeah. Hi, Bobby Jacobson. Hi, Annie Jenkins. Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. So I'm going to do my birthday song. We're going to open with the birthday song. And I did this the other day for Terry, Georgia. I made this up a couple of weeks ago, and I like it. Ooh, there. I got a foot switch, so I can now go reverb on, reverb off, on, off, off, on, off, on, off, off. I'm definitely a kid with a new toy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Annie. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you. To you. To you. Love you. I'm not sure I can think of a better way to start this. Annie Jenkins has been in my life for 30 years. I remember her vividly standing at the monitors in her miniskirt and tube top and headband at Max's on Broadway. And then we started getting to know each other. And we reminisced about something she did the other day that it was, I think exactly, was it 25 years or 27 years or something like that? It was the anniversary of a show that Eric and I had done at the Hard Rock Cafe in Washington, D.C., right near the Ford Theater. And I was sick as a dog. I had a bad cold. I couldn't sing. I was gargling hot salt water about every 5 minutes to get through the show. And she gives me a card that basically says, I've now seen you 20 times. And you've always delivered, no matter what you feel like. And it was so touching, and I was so taxed that I broke down weeping. And we've always had that bond between us. We've been through an awful lot together, Ann Jenkins and us, and me, and we, and her. And I'm glad you're here. Happy birthday, honey pie. So I'm going to sing some songs. I might change up this list on the fly. You know, I was just looking at what are my favorites? What do I really love, as opposed to think that I should do or do because you guys like them and things like that. I mean, it's, you know, and I probably will mutate this list as I go, and I'm going to keep my eyes on the time and all of that sort of stuff. But here's a song that I opened up with a lot over the last few years. Eric and I never did this song together, but it's a real favorite of mine, and I kind of like opening the set with it. Oh, warden, let a prisoner down the hallway to his doom. And I got up to say goodbye like all the rest. And I heard him tell the warden right before he reached my cell, let my guitar playing friend do my request. So sing me back home with the song I used to hear. Make my old memory come alive, and take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. I recall last Sunday morning, a choir from off the street came in to sing a few old gospel songs. And I heard you tell the singers, there's a song my mama sang. Won't you sing it once before I move along? So sing me back home with the song I used to hear. Make my old memories come alive, and take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. Won't you sing me back home with a song I used to hear? Make my own memories come alive, and take me away and turn back the years. Sing me One of the best Merle Haggard songs ever, and a real serious favorite of mine. I hadn't planned on a lot of covers, but then, frankly, I was doing my audition. I hadn't planned on a lot. I'm sitting here realizing I left the lyrics to a couple of the songs that I wanted to do in the other room, which means I'm going to try to get through them. I'm not 100% sure that I can. You know, we're just going to do what we're going to do. Why don't we hear this more often? You know, I tend to de-emphasize the covers compared to my own stuff. I try not to do the same thing over and over again. And with 140 songs to pick from and 16 songs I can get into a set, I like to mix it up a lot. You know, I operate on repetition, and part of what I do is to try to make sure to keep it different every single time. I won't even do the same song the same way twice, 2 days in a row. It's not as bad as Dylan when he's, you know, sitting there, you know, you know, really, you don't even recognize them, or like a Rolling Stone becomes a reggae song. But it is definitely, I try to do that. I've seen the word Argentina go by a couple times, and I think do we have Argentina in the house? I don't have lyrics up for anything in Spanish. So I'm not sure what I could get away with doing without a chart here. Of course, you know, I've gotten up in the past to get guitars, and I might get up to get the iPad. But right now, the house looks like a bigger bomb than usual hit it, because I had to dismantle everything to set up a place to shoot. And I'm hoping to God that, you know, I'm hoping to God that I can get this house together before too damn long, because it's starting to get oppressive, just saying. I'm going to switch guitars. Both of my Martins are now in the shop. Two of my 6 Martins. The 2 Martins I've been using here regularly, the 2014 D28 and the 1992 M38, are both in the shop. Both of them have had their binding, the white stuff that's on the edges, come off, and they're flopping around. And it appears on one of them that it is shrunk, which means that they may have to cut it to put it back into place and remove most of it. It's a drag. The other thing is, of course, I also discovered that I have to learn a chord here, because I'm going to do this song slightly differently than usual. Hola Mariana, ¿cómo estás? Hablo español pero con acento mexicano, porque mis abuelos vinieron de México. Voy a tratar que... Puedo hablar el español como un argentino, pero es muy difícil para mí. It's a little different. I have a very dear friend named Richard Schindel, who actually lives in Buenos Aires full time. I have worked with Argentinian singers, particularly I did 2 records singing with a band called Pimpinela, that's a brother-sister act. And I also sang with a Mexican rock star who's actually not from Mexico, and that's Laureano Brizuela, who's actually from Argentina. Worked for many years with several Argentinian composers, Jorge Calandrelli and Daniel Luchansky. And yo creo que Julián Navarro era de Argentina. Pero encantado. Gracias por venir. Gracias por entrar en la casa. take things in stride. You never know what's going down. You play the game, the rules will change and leave you lying on the ground. The road is never ending. My compass point is bending. The hours roll out of control, and there is nothing you can do. Answers will come one by one by one, and all the rest is up to you. My cup is overflowing. I don't know where I'm going. The road is never ending. My compass point is bending. And I don't know what's in store. Just reality I tried so to ignore. I can't see beyond the door, but I have to push on through. Push on through. I got me a nifty little foot switch. Came, I think, yesterday or maybe 2 days ago. It came 2 days ago. And it means I can turn this reverb off without doing this and reaching in. I could just make something up, wouldn't know the difference. I could screw it up, you wouldn't know the difference. I do this all the time, I don't know the difference. You know that it's mine, it's worth the pittance. Show like this sometime, make everything up on the fly. Nothing in my mind, but why should now be different? This is what I do when I sit alone at home. I've been alone a lot lately on my own. Don't know what's gonna happen, don't know what it's about. All I know is I need a hug and a haircut. A hug and a haircut. Hug and a haircut. 2 bits, hug and a haircut. 2 bits, hug and a haircut. 2 bits. That's how songs get written. So I'm being really silly today. This is how I made up Arrows. This is how I made up A Place Where I Belong. Was just sitting around doing choruses over again. So here's something I started a long time. All I'm going to give you is a chorus. There's no verses yet. Oh, absence is to love as the wind is to fire. Makes the small ones burn out and the big ones rage higher. So standing here before you as I go, let the wind of our love burn on and on and on and on. Goes into the pantheon of all the songs that I've never finished. two of them in particular. One called Scarlet, that's taken me nearly 30 years to write. And another one called Ghost Train that's taken me about 10. I don't think I said anything about the wind burning. I think I said something about the wind raging, but who knows? And right now, that's of course not a fun. It's not a fun topic here in California. I actually didn't know about the fires because I've been so, locked up in this joint here. But I've heard about them in the last couple of days. Anyway, that's because I'm in the Dadgad guitar, so I decided to take a little side trip there. It is what it is. Appreciate your patience with me. What's funny is I actually think it sounds pretty good without the reverb, and then I put the reverb on. The reverb only sounds shitty when I'm talking. When I'm playing and singing, I kind of dig it, and it actually sounds a little bit like, kind of like a record to me, if you know what I mean. It's not well, there's something about dry that doesn't quite suit me. Across the border to a place that once was mine, out of focus, out of order, pictures from another time. On the outside, turning lighter, so much darker in my eyes. Gas and water on the fire, makes no difference, something dies. So I take a piece of who I am, stretch it thin. Every time I start to feel the walls closing in, I shed my skin. Come on and take a ride on the dragon, hiding out behind the lines, piling bodies on the wagon. Everyone's a friend of mine, but when I feel that bitter chill in the wind, I swear that I can feel the room start to spin. So I shed my skin. I shed my skin. Through the smoke, through the rubble, through the crossfire, friends in need. On the inside of the bubble, we see what we choose to see. We see what we choose to see. We see what we choose to see. Heart of darkness, hope and anger. The road to freedom paved with fear. Lead me back to where I came from, somewhere far away from here. But the light to find my way back home is growing dim. And the sirens from behind the walls draw me in. So I shed my skin. I shed my skin. I shed my skin. One of about a half a dozen songs I've ever written in my life that came from so real a place as to be terrifying for me at the time. That was part and parcel of advice I was giving to younger songwriters around the time I wrote this, which was 2011, and was saying, you guys need to scare yourselves. You're just going all the safe places, and you're dishing up what you think we want to hear, and why don't you just stop that? And then I kind of tapped myself on my own shoulder and goes, dude, how about taking your own advice, hotshot? And this song was incredibly scary to write because it dealt with a lot of my feelings about how I was raised and where I think I'm going and where I wanted to go and where I never got to and where I did get to and how it fits into a whole life history. You know, that's all this job is about anyway. I mean, we're telling stories. And, you know, I watched a wonderful documentary on Amazon Prime that's actually an American Experience documentary that's now on Amazon Prime. And it's about Mike Nichols, the director, who is a tremendous favorite of mine. And I'm old enough to remember Mike Nichols and Elaine May when they were on television back in the early 60s. And Nichols was basically saying that in every work any artist does, if they do it, quote, right, whatever it is what they're really doing is they're showing you themselves. And I used to think that for an artist to use the work just simply to show themselves was nothing but narcissism. And what I realize is that if you tell the story right, it's the universality that makes something resonate. And when they say write what you know, if you make up stories from a perspective you can relate to, even if it is fiction in your own life, then it resonates. Otherwise, it's like hollow. Or the phrase I've used for many years is it resounds with the dull thud of a counterfeit coin. And I was a coin collector as a kid, and I learned about counterfeits. Counterfeits don't go ding when they hit the table like a quarter does. They go thunk. And, you know, so that's where I try to go with all of this stuff. And is it self-conscious? Absolutely. Is it self-aggrandizing? Without question. Is it self-absorbed? Shit, yeah. Is it narcissistic? Yeah, I'm afraid it is. Do I think I'm hot shit? Absolutely not. Do I think my experience is worth relating? You know, yes, from the standpoint that I think if you can find yourself in it, great, but really more from the standpoint that I need to get this stuff out, or I'm gonna grow a tumor on my forehead or something like that. Like a lot of people, I grew up, I had a traumatic childhood. I won't say I had an abusive childhood, and I adored my parents, and they adored me. But it was a traumatic childhood, and I still am trying to fucking overcome it. I think that's one of the things that Mike Nichols talked about. If you get a chance to see this documentary, it's worth every second of it. So anyway. Every time I hear that chord. Oh, sinner, if you dare. That, you know, well, never mind. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the 12 string on this one. I think I need to do the 12 string on this song. Which is over here. And which has this weirdo capo on it. I don't know why. Why did I do that? Oh, it's because I played something last night. The preacher, because I need to turn the reverb on. Call for the preacher, because I think I'm gonna stumble. I try not to mumble so he can't hear my prayer. I look for salvation, but I can't see out my window. I'll just hide and disappear. I had a teacher and he led me through the jungle. But where was he when I crumbled into pieces of clay? When I tried to put my best face on, you know the damn thing always fit me wrong. Too bad you got nothing to say. 'Cause there is no road to walk upon, and there is no room to fly. I'll try everything a man has got to try until the well runs dry. Until the well runs dry. I had a lover and she led me to the slaughter. So I dove into the water and swore I believed. When I tried to put my best face on, you know the damn thing always fit me wrong. Too bad you got nothing sleep. 'Cause there is no road to walk upon, and there is no room to fly. I'll try everything a man has got to try until the well runs dry. Until the well runs dry. I'll take the problem in my hand till the well runs dry. I think I'll stand up tall and be a man till the well runs dry. But every time I put my best face on, I say, why? When there ain't no road to walk upon, and there is no room to fly. But I'll try everything a man has got to try until the well runs dry. Until the well runs dry. Until the well runs dry. A song I wrote all by myself starting in 1991. It took me pretty much close to a year to finish because I was unsettled about certain parts of it and frankly was so insecure about it that I didn't play it out. I didn't play it for Eric for quite a long time. I'm noticing in the picture, I am soaking through my t-shirt. I am not wearing a cardigan under this or a v-neck. That is my body shrinking before your very eyes. You know, it is what it is. I can't do anything. I mean, the fan would be noisy. In order to get it on me, it would blow into the microphones. You know, this is just, it's what you do. Yeah, it's uncomfortable, and then it'll be over, and we will have done this, and it's all good. Nadia is Aiden backwards. That's pretty cool. Wouldn't it be funny if Bardock backwards was backwards? Is it Crack Rab? No. It's Cadrab, except with a K at the beginning. Don't listen to me. You know better than that. I hope you're investigating Twitch. I hope you're downloading the app. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to do my best. Obviously, we have 2 days after this to figure it out, and I'm going to have a conversation with Karen Allen to figure out how best to use it. I appreciate that you're experimenting. Look, I, for one, am heartened that there's 65 people here in our first full day in a different format. I want to figure it out. I want us all, we can have it. We're not going to decide it after a week. It's that simple. I mean, you can. I'm not going to. I'm going to keep coming back every Wednesday, every Monday on Facebook, every Wednesday on YouTube, every Saturday on Twitch. And let's see what we like. I mean, good God. I mean, how bad can it be? Don't answer that. It's maybe I should get rid of the 12 string. Sometime next month, I'm going to be on a radio show out of England that's normally run by a guy named, oh my God, what's his name? Big Tony Haynes has a thing called the Fab Folk and Blues Show. And my friends, Steve Skinner and Sandra Skinner Twitch It. They go by Skinner and Twitch. Are hosting. I actually wrote a jingle for them. I think I'm going to actually see if I can find that jingle and play it for you. I'll bet I can. We're having fun because I'm doing whatever I please here. Yeah, I'm doing whatever I please here. I'm going to play the jingle I wrote for them. I wrote a jingle for them. Why? Because I can. Why not? I mean, hello. Hello. So let's see what we got. This is definitely less official than normal, but this is meant to be, you know, silly. I'm just so damn silly. I'm gonna talk like this the whole show. This is my Skinner and Twitch jingle. Okay, so maybe it's not. I'll make this sucker play. 3, 4. Big Uncle Tony Haynes, he ain't here today to play Fat Folk and Blues to scratch your itch. But he had a plan, he left you in good hands. My good friends, Skinner and Twitch. Skinner and Twitch. Skinner and Twitch. Oh, I cut out the part where I said I dropped my harmonica, Albert. Oh, well. Anyway, I'm just being silly boy here. So I'm going to, what made me think of it is they wanted a song of mine to play on their show, and I sent them this, and they wanted an intro for it. So the intro basically, well, and this is for England, where they don't know that much about me. So I basically said this song was inspired by a former swimsuit model and a Mercedes S600, and that sounds absurd, but it's really how it happened. And is it interesting that an encounter that took place in a bulletproof, that the car had bulletproof windows, and isn't it interesting that a encounter that happened in a bulletproof car led to a song about a bulletproof heart. I had a dream, I flew like a bird to the top of the mountain, and there you were, bathed in the shadows, alone in the dark, with a lock and chain around your bulletproof heart. Minute by minute, time after time, body to body, crossing over the line, wrapped in each other, a shower of sparks began to melt the ice away from your bulletproof heart. Somebody tell me please, are we really here? I open my eyes and you disappear, and all the king's horses and all the king's men can't put the genie back in the bottle again. Now I try to remember, to try to forget the way I felt that night, but it ain't happened yet. One perfect kiss blew the shackles apart that keep you locked inside your bulletproof heart. Won't somebody please tell me, please, what's happening here? The image is hazy, but the memory is so clear. And all the king's horses and all the king's men can't put the genie back in the bottle again. So where are the fault lines? How deep are the ties? And can I ever touch the fire I see in your eyes? We can come together, or we'll come apart. But I cannot come away from your bulletproof heart. Your bulletproof heart. It's too hard to imagine and too late to pretend that all the things we said and did won't happen again. So how do we finish? Where do we start? To break down the walls around your bulletproof heart. Your bulletproof heart. Probably my favorite of all of my songs. Just saying. I mean, this is about my favorites tonight, not just whatever one might think are the best or whatever. That is my all-time favorite of all of my songs, because of the place that it came from and how it emerged, and in particular especially when it started emerging, when it was only a couple of simple ideas and the very beginnings of it, and I realized, holy crap. This is, there is a story where the person that this was written about was at a show of mine, unexpectedly, and her cousin was there, and this person knew that it had been written about her and it or whatever, because I'd said so and I'd sent it on and everything. And so at this show, this woman's grown male cousin was there, and he whaps her on the arm halfway through the song. He goes, "That's you," having no idea, which is in many ways one of the real high points to have an idea like that, find its mark. That's really what we're talking about. I'm going to do a newer song. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we really need to talk about. I'm going to do some examination into Twitch and see what I need to learn. Obviously, today is Wednesday. That won't be happening until Saturday, so I've got a couple days to get that up there. Keep your eyes on the Facebook page. And I should be sharing the events over to the Dan fam a little bit more, so people can figure it out. In the next few days, I'm also going to revamp my website. It has not been touched since March. It's as though it doesn't exist. I mean, everything on it is old. And I need to, because I'd actually put a giant COVID announcement on it that I never posted. And although it's relevant, it's not the whole picture. This is really something that, I'm going to be dealing with differently on the page, on the website. Trying to think of something else fun and pithy to say. Not going to, I obviously can't think of anything, so I'm going to let that pitch go by. But I really appreciate that you're here. We're at 60 people, and that feels good. Obviously, hopefully we'll get the numbers up. I can't really tell if we've got any newbies, but we will find out. And anyway, so Jenny just found the chat. That's really, really cool. Just going to play the guitar part to pushing too hard, but I think I'm going to let that one go. So Ed Petrick, you're the rapid one. I still like Therapy Done. It's after midnight and the night sky keeps getting darker. It's taken so long to roll back round to the light. But when it's too dark to see, hold out your hand and reach out for me. I'll be wherever you need me to be. Come and find me. I'll be your shelter when those storm clouds start brewing angry. I'll be your shoulder when that rain starts falling from your eyes. If you're up, if you're down, I'm still around. I ain't heading for the door, I ain't leaving town. So if you wanna slow your engines down, come and find me. Come and find me. Come find me and I'll be there. And I'll ease your mind and tell you everything, baby, everything's gonna be just fine. No matter what place or time, if you need a good friend or a warm place to hide, a lullaby for your troubled mind, come and find me. Come and find me. Come and find me. A relatively new song, only a couple of years old, written by me and Sarah Clanton from Nashville, Tennessee. She's a young woman I think she's about 35, maybe 34, and is a cello-playing singer-songwriter that I think is one of the coolest people on the planet. She's great with a sense of humor and a real deep talent, and hey, purdy too, but you know, I mean, I hope it's okay to say that in the modern day, but she's a beautiful woman, and she's beautiful inside and out, and she's a lot of fun and great sense of humor. I happen to think she's incredibly special. She put that on her last album that came out a year and a half ago. If you look for it, you'll find it. She does a very sort of more sustained tones, less sort of, Memphis soul version of it. I love her version of it. Good God, I'm soaked. Look at this. It's hot in here. That's all I gotta say is it's freaking hot in here. Written very quickly, under 15 minutes. in the living room of Rick Boston in 1992. Every night I tell the same story, filled with thoughts and deeds that fall out of line. Maybe we could work it out if I knew what love's about, but I think she's got the best of me this time. Now I come on my tracks so she won't see through me, as I paint a laughing face on her darker side. But the lines they always show, as if I didn't know, but I think she's got the best of me this time. How does it end? I never know. Some things that hurt are best left untold. But where do you begin to tell someone you love it's all a mistake? No, it never really was. As she lies there, so safe in her dreamland, I stop and I wonder where we'll end up in time. Then I turn around and I drift away. Maybe I'll tell her some fine day, but I think she's got the best of me this time. Yeah, I think she's got the best of me this time. Ooh, yeah, I think she's got the best of me. Like I said, written with Rick Boston in his living room. It came out of it instantly. Very little thought, just literally wrote it down and made it up on the fly. And the lyrics, usually the part of that that's the most suspect is the lyrics, because it's hard to think that far ahead. You're basically thinking a couple of lines ahead the whole time when you're singing it live and just making it up. But I think the thing that we could really feel was the message of that song, as both his marriage and my relationship were falling apart, and we could sort of see it, we could sort of feel it. A song that, interestingly, I didn't have that much. I mean, we wrote to lyrics that had been provided to us, and that's always a little weird, because you wanted to reflect your vision. But I looked at it and went, oh, I know these people. I know this story. What's interesting is that in some ways it took on a whole new perspective a couple of years ago when I quit some bad habits. But this was written in 2004, when, let's just say, those bad habits were quite engaged and on operating on all cylinders. So interesting to play it from this perspective. Therapy done. I love it. Hey, John Daly, good to see you, man. This isn't John's first time here, but I think it's the first time he's sort of, standing up and being counted among the Dan fam. John's been in the Dan fam for a long time. Welcome to the neighborhood, pal. Well, this is a Charles John Cordo song, and it's a Charles John Cordo lyric in spades. Old riverside, I come to you in the early light when my dreams burn blue. Old riverside, I'm telling you, there's never gonna be a better way to let all of your troubles roll away to a brighter shore. Old friends of mine, they paint the town, but the sparkle fades before the shades come down. So they stumble home, more lost than found. They may never find this sacred place, although I see it written in their face more and more. How can I tell them as their world falls apart? You can only catch a falling star with an open heart. A falling star with an open heart. Old riverside, I know you understand. It takes solid ground to make a Rio Grande. So I'll just let it all wash right through my hands. There's never gonna be a better way let all of your troubles roll away to a brighter shore. That's what they're for. Definitely a favorite. Again, that's the auspice here, is that this is all about my favorites, not just what you might think are my best or my most popular or the ones I feel like I have to play, but my faves. And that's one of the things about them that I find heartening and worthwhile. Try this up a whole step, see what happens. It might be too high for me to sing, but we're going to find out the hard way. my suitcase, leaving off the reverb, letting the rough side show, showing you what I don't know. Hovering by my suitcase, trying to find a warm place to spend the night. Heavy rain falling, seems I hear your voice calling. It's alright. It's a rainy night in Georgia, such a rainy night in Georgia. I believe it's raining all over the world. Kinda cold, it's raining all over the world. Well, neon signs are flashing, taxi cabs and buses passing through the night. Distant moaning of a train seems to bring a sad refrain to the night. It's a rainy night in Georgia, such a rainy night in Georgia. I believe it's raining all over the world. Kinda cold, it's raining all over the world. How many nights I wonder, it still turns out the same. No matter how you look at it, I think of it, you know that it's life, and you just gotta play the game. Well, I find me a place in a boxcar, I take my guitar to pass the time. And late at night, it's hard to rest, I hold your picture to my chest, I feel fine. It's a rainy night in Georgia, I believe it's raining all over the world. Kinda cold, it's raining all over the world. You know that it's cold and it's raining all over the world. Kinda cold, it's raining all over the world. Well, no. Up a whole step is hard. It's high. It was fun. That's sort of my bottom line all the way around. Is it fun? Does it feel good? Does it feel right? And that really is my, the criterion these days. But I have to tell you, I wasn't always like that. There's no question that a certain amount of release has come from aging, from not being a young man in this business or in this career or in this art form anymore, and not chasing success, just doing what I do. I've been fortunate enough that I can make a living, and I do what I love, and I do it the way I love it. I don't do it anybody else's way. And I don't know, man. I know that I'm pretty damn lucky. So I used to do Rainy Night in Georgia in the key of D. I put it up into E. I think I might use the half step down guitar and do it that way and split the difference. Play it in E flat. I sure did. I sure did enjoy it. Thank you, Faith Smithers. Look back and see if a bunch of black hearts from Deborah Ewing. No, not John Daly the golfer. But that's pretty. It's cool. I mean, it's somebody else with his name. Hi, Jed Long. I didn't say hi. Redesign. I don't know who that is, but it's nice to see you. Hi, Kelly Lecter. I didn't say hi to you earlier. Hi, Kathy Calais. Ron Webster, John Timaeus. The Rapid One. Therapy Done. Hey, Paul Wiltberger. 74 people now, dude. Absolutely. Good Lord. I think I'm just going to sit in the bath, put ice water in the bathtub and sit in it when I get done here. It's going to be hot. It's hot in here. There's just not even a word for it. It's hot. Hi, Catherine O'Donnell. See if I can see somebody else that I haven't said hey to yet. Hi, Ange. I'm seeing nothing but familiar names. I hope that I said hi to Sean Shipley earlier. Yep, Faith Smithers. Howdy, 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 howdy. I'm just making noises now. Hi, Peter Krantz. And who's it? Peter, I had a nice long talk with both Joel Tepp and Julie Zipper. We need to speak. I did say hi to you, Paul Wiltberger. You owe me money. I mean, you've been shirking your hours is something I've been noticing. I've been looking at the time cards that you punch in. You're not working nearly enough. I'm gonna have to dock your pay, dude. My guitars don't stay in tune, John Daly. They go out of tune pretty easily. But part of it is that the temperature in the house is consistent. It's warm in here, and it stays warm. So if I get them into tune, it's not, the thing that affects them is not, I mean, heat and cold, but change of temperature affects them so that they go out of tune. When it's normal, holding them against my body makes the wood contract a little bit because my body's warm. Right now, I would say that I'm probably cooling the guitar down as this thing is going, this little patch of dry is going to be wet before it's too damn long. But that's how they stay in tune in the heat, is that it's the same temperature the whole show. Not a whole lot of movement of air in here. And like I say, it's just fucked. Just saying. Let me see. What am I going to play? I'm just looking for something here. I know what my last two songs are going to be, and there's 20 minutes left, so I've probably got 5 or 6 songs ahead of me. Let me see what else. I know what I want to play. Something I haven't played in a long time. Actually, I have played it in a long time now that I think about it. This wasn't what I was going to play. I was going to play something different, but I decided to play this because, again, it's the stuff I love singing and that I feel good about. And I didn't write this one, but it feels good to do of late, and I feel I can really dig in. And here's an Eric Lowen song. No, you got me staring at that woman over there. It's true, she's a beauty with a long black hair. Can't you see what's going on? She's lost in her lover's eyes. If the sky fell down, she wouldn't realize. And I would have no mind to stray if you love me like that. Find a way. If you love me like that, I'd buy rubies for your finger rings. I would give you everything. Oh, if you love me like that. Can't you see her laughing in a state of grace? Baby, don't you recognize the look on his face? Can't you see what's going on? It ain't no mystery. Take the pain away, it's you and me. And I would have no mind to stray if you love me like that. Baby, we could find a way. If you love me like that, I'd buy rubies for your finger rings. I would give you everything. Oh, if you love me like that. Everything is new. If we had the chance to meet again, what would you do? Would you throw your arms around me, get lost in my eyes? If the sky fell down, would you realize? 'Cause I would have no mind to stray if you love me like that. Baby, we could find a way. If you love me like that, I'd buy rubies for your finger rings. I would give you everything. Oh, if you love me like that. Oh, if you love me like that. Oh, if you love me like that. That is one of my favorite, that might be my actual favorite Lowen song. I think the Seven Bridges is his best song, and I think that Learning to Fall is his richest and deepest. But that would be my favorite of those. We're getting very near the end here. I'm going to do a couple more, maybe 4 at most, before I then stand under a nice ice-cold shower and go, son of a bitch. That's what I say when I'm in ice-cold showers. Right now, actually, a cold shower doesn't sound very appealing because it's going to be like freaky-deaky. But I'm wishing I had a swimming pool, even one of those little kiddie pools. I'm going to play a couple of newer songs. I think some of you would already know kind of what's on the way here. sit too long, the television starts telling me it's my friend. When the air goes still, it starts feeling like the end. And then the world calls out, a wind whispering, baby, I got something new. It's a siren song that beckons me to move. You know I can't slow down, my wheels are turning. Don't matter if I'm wasting time, I'm gonna get my sights on the next horizon line. Well, I've been chasing dreams like they were oxygen, beating these fires at night. They're gonna light my way between the thunder and the taillights, the red taillights. Yeah, I can't slow down, my wheels are turning. Don't matter if I'm wasting time, I'm gonna set my sights on the next horizon line. Yeah, the past is gone, but I'm still learning. Ain't hanging on a dollar sign. I'm gonna set my sights on the next horizon line. Yeah, I'm the drifter and the driven, unforsaken, unforgiven, burning bright or burning down, a house in one more town. Well, there's a clear blue sky out there waiting on this mountain's uphill climb. They're gonna light my way, then we'll fall behind, so far behind. Yeah, I can't slow down, my wheels are spinning, ain't hanging, they're wasting time. I'm gonna set my sights on the next horizon line. Yeah, the past is gone, but I'm still living, ain't hanging on a dollar sign. I'm gonna set my sights on the next horizon line. Got a couple more songs for you here, and I'm actually got a wild here. I'm going to give this a shot. I've never done this before, and try this song with this guitar. What a dream I had, pressed in organdy, clothed in crinoline, smoky burgundy. My friend Carl Johnson sent me a note saying, you're playing the 12 string now. Could you ever play for Emily wherever I may find her? And I am going to work that up and do that one day. It just sort of got a little sidetracked. But yeah, I just want to try this because I think it might work. spent a long, long time walking out in the desert. Hadn't seen another soul for a while. My heart was dry and I didn't know better than to ever disbelieve my eyes. Then I saw it out in the distance, cool blue behind a misty gray. I knew right then, with God as my witness, the water could wash me away. I stepped into a tar pit, water looked real, cool and inviting like I wanted to feel. Stepped into a tar pit, pulling me down, swallowed me up without a sound. Stepped into a tar pit, tar pit, tar pit. Mile after mile, dragging the weight of the world, had me falling down on my knees. My mind played tricks and I couldn't see the line between redemption and reality. Then I feasted my eyes on a shimmering vision. It was beauty like I'd never seen. I clogged my mind with the cool apparition. The siren was calling me. Stepped into a tar pit, water looked real, cool and inviting like I wanted to feel. Stepped into a tar pit, pulling me down, swallowed me up without a sound. Stepped into a tar pit, water looked real, cool and inviting like I wanted to feel. Stepped into a tar pit, pulling me down, swallowed me up without a sound. Stepped into a tar pit, tar pit, tar pit. And the circle will turn, turn, turn. Situation gonna burn, burn, burn. Sooner or later, got to learn, learn, learn to find my way out of there. And the circle will turn, turn, turn. Light the fire and watch it burn, burn, burn. Sooner or later, I got to learn, learn, learn and never go back again. Stepped into a tar pit, water looked real, cool and inviting like I wanted to feel. Stepped into a tar pit, pulling me down, swallowed me up without a sound. Stepped into a tar pit, water looked real, cool and inviting like I wanted to feel. Stepped into a tar pit, pulling me down, swallowed me up without a sound. Stepped into a tar pit, tar pit, tar pit. Stepped into a tar pit, tar pit, tar pit. Stepped into a tar pit, tar pit, tar pit. I stepped into a tar pit, tar pit, tar pit. Yeah. I'm going to have to do that more than once that way. Well, I had never even thought of doing that before. No, I'm not going to do that song. But I am going to do this one. This is for Paul, and actually for all of you. And this will be the last song for tonight. Papers lie there helplessly in a pile outside the door. I tried and tried, but I just can't remember what they're for. The world outside is tugging like a beggar at my sleeve. Well, that's much too old a story to believe. And you know that it's taken its share of me, 'cause I know that there's still something there for me. Now you said Morocco, that made me smile. And I haven't seen Morocco for a long, long while. The dreams are rolling down across the places in my mind, giving me a taste of something fine. Well, the future hides and the past just slides. England lies between, floating in a silver mist, so cold and so clean. And California's shaking like an angry child will, who has asked for love but is unanswered still. And you know that I'm looking back carefully, 'cause I know that you take such good care of me. Now you said Morocco, that made me smile. And it hasn't been that easy for a long, long while. And looking back into your eyes, I saw them really shine, giving me a taste of something fine. Something fine. If you see Morocco, I know you'll go in style. And I may not see Morocco for a little while, but while you're there, I was hoping you might keep it in your mind to save me just a taste of something fine. Something fine. So that's our show for today. Songs from the CoronaZone, number 134. Thank you all for indulging this little side trip that we'll be doing for the next few weeks to different places. I appreciate that there were still about 70 people here. I think for a first time, that's really cool. I may not get it in before 7 o'clock, but this is going to be less than 2 hours. You guys decide who wins. Saturday at 11 a.m. California time, which is also 11 a.m. Arizona time, just saying, but not New Mexico, at Twitch. If I discover new ways and how to get there, I'll put up a post on the Dan Fam so that we can all be prepared. But do download the app Get signed up over there. That'll be Saturday, 11 a.m. Pacific time. All is quiet tonight. The stars are in their places. The moon will give us light to see into each other's faces. And I know the road is hard, but if we carry on together, we will get by. 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 Watching as the hearts go by, watching them as they fly, way up into the sky. All these hearts between you and I, we're all together now, watching as the hearts go by. YouTube doesn't do it the same. The hearts have to sit in the chat with your name. You can do it like it's a game. We can still see hearts, don't be lame. We're all together now, watching the hearts in the chat, watching the cat in the hat, watching the bird go splat, watching me get fat. And everybody's getting fat except Mama Cass. And I'm watching as the hearts go by. They put a limit on how many chats you can do? That sucks. Love you guys. We'll see you Saturday, 11 a.m. California time, 11 a.m. Pacific time on Twitch. Like I say, I'm going to put whatever I find out, I'm going to put up tomorrow on the Dan Fam. Take care, you guys. All the best. Thanks for coming.